car has been a lot of controversy. I was called out by two people who don't have any money for buying this car. I was actually called stupid for investing my disposable cash into this car. Now, one of the reasons that I show you receipts is we have a mindset problem in the community. People need to see something to believe that it's real. So I'll show you the cars, I'll show you the money, I'll show you the ATM receipts, I'll show you all of that stuff to prove my thesis. And this is my thesis. You are better off if you're in the income zone, the danger zone, number one, less than $50,000 per year. You're better off starting a small business that makes $1,500 per month, $375 per week, $18,000 per year, then investing in cryptocurrency, then investing in the stock market, because here's some research that I've done. Here's some things I've come up with. I've really done the number. I've crunched the numbers. The average Robinhood account holder account size is $1,000 to $5,000. The average E-Trade account size is about $70K. The average Merrill Lynch account size is $320,000. And the average Schwab account is about $420,000. Now, why is this important? Well, when you look at the number of people who have money invested, the average 60-year-old who has invested in the stock market for decades has a portfolio of around $210,000. 210. They're investing. They're putting their money away. They're making. But here's the problem. Here's the problem, my people. They don't have enough money to become an investor of significance. They don't have enough money. They're not in a position to invest enough money where they can actually move the needle. And yes, that is a helicopter pad right there. Someone that lives there has a helicopter. And one of the things, because I'm zooming in on it, I almost went down for it. I almost landed on a helicopter pad, but I was like, that would have been doing too much. But once again, anyone that is trying to get you to invest in cryptocurrency has an agenda. They want you to invest in cryptocurrency. They don't want you to invest in yourself. They don't want you to create a business. They don't want you to actually know what real money is. Because let's go ahead and let's say you listen to my advice. You listen to what I'm telling you. In year one, you start your small business, you make $18,000. Year two, you tweak it a little bit and you make $36,000. You still have your job. We're not quitting our jobs. We're not quitting our jobs. I'm not going to lie to you that, because essentially by keeping your job and starting this business and deploying the do more principle, you're going to have more money, and you're going to find that your life is going to change quite a bit, because you do this for 5 years. Year one, 18,000. Year two, 36,000. And let's say it takes you 5 years to get up to $50,000 on top of your job income. You have a long-term emergency fund. You have a short-term emergency fund. You have a family operating account. You're riding around in vehicles that are paid off. And you have cash money in the bank. So this year, you've been putting money, you've been following the roadmap that I've outlaid for you, and you have like $60,000, $70,000 cash in the bank, no debt, and now you're in the position, even at this $50,000 per year, you're now in a position to invest $2,000 a month, which will give you a six-figure portfolio in 4 years. Now, why is that important? Remember what I just told you? The average 60-year-old with an investment portfolio, the account size is $210,000. So in 4 years, you will have half of what the average typical investor will have after decades of investing. Decades. Once again, I have a thesis. If you're in danger zone number 1, if you're in danger zone number 2, you're better served by starting a small business. And once again, I'm not dropping eye-popping numbers. Do you know that many people, an additional $500 per month would be a game changer? An additional $500 per month. Just an additional $500 per month. It would be a game changer. It would be so much of a difference in their lives. It would create so much life. It will be such a big thing in their lives. It will create economic harmony. Because here's the truth of the matter. Many of your favorite YouTubers, until they start getting this YouTube money, they don't make any money. They don't make any money. They don't make any money. During one of my live streams, someone said, I doubt these people have ever done a cashier's check for 100K. I've done it quite a few times. I've done it. You know why? Because I have a financial device that makes money. And I want you to join me in creating a financial device that makes money so you can have what I like to call spendable cash. See, this is my thesis. All right, so you go ahead and you put money away in the stock market for 40 years. That's money you can't touch. That's money you cannot use. What I am trying to do is help you guys get to the point where you can make enough money to enjoy your life, plus create additional cash flow where you're able to invest money, where you're able to create a life of design and intent, where you're able to have paid off cars in your garage. And also, I'm about to go here. You be in a position to pay off your house early. All of these people with all of this financial advice are giving you theory. They're giving you 100% theory. They're not giving you real world advice. They're not giving you real world advice like I am. I'm giving you practical wisdom, practical experience that has come from me being in business 21 years and making money. That's what I'm giving you guys. And right now, I feel that the person who made that video, they're sick and tired because you know what I'm doing? I'm inoculating people with the truth. You're being vaccinated with the truth that you could go ahead and invest your $200 to $300 a month at age 35, and it's not really going to amount to a lot of money. Let's go ahead and walk through my thesis. Let's say you're age 26 years old, and you have a job and you make $35,000 a year, and you have a wife and she works and she makes $25,000. So together y'all bring in $60K. So you go ahead and you listen to me and you start a small business, and that first year you make $375 per week, which comes up to an additional $1,500 per month, $18,000 per year. So you went from $60,000 as a combined income to $78,000. Then you actually worked very hard. You kept your job. We did not quit our jobs. This is a lie that you're going to quit your job and do this little income hack and have all this free time. It is a lie. You and your wife, you're going to work hard. And in that third year, you made an additional $40,000. It's not impossible with a business. You can leverage a business to those kind of numbers. You can go from 18,000 to 40,000 in 3 years pretty quickly. So now you and your wife, with her 25,000, you and your $35,000 your job, and now with your $40,000 a year business, you're making six figures. You're making six figures. And now you're deploying all of the practical exams. We don't finance cars. You don't have a car payment. You don't have a credit card payment. And that year 3, you made that $40,000 and you didn't have no bills other than your rent or mortgage. You know how much money you now have in the bank? You got like $50,000, $60,000 in the bank. You're in a position to become an investor of significance. Once again, I don't hate cryptocurrency. I hate the religious fever that's around cryptocurrency, as if it's going to solve all of your problems, and it's not. It's not. Once again, if you're in danger zone, number 1. If you're in danger zone, number 2. You're better off starting a small business than investing. And many people say, why can't you do both? I'm going to tell you why you can't do both. You need to focus. There are people out there that are trying to work a job and they're trying to deploy an additional $200 to $300 per month in some type of investment. And it's not going to add up to a lot of money. It's just simply not.
So,
it's not. So with this thesis that I'm presenting to you, crunch the numbers, I've done the research. I want you guys to be healthy. I want you guys to have money. I want you guys to drive what you want to drive. I want you guys to live where you want to live. I want you to be able to take a vacation and not be freaking out because now you got these bills that you got to pay. I want you to live well. I want you to join me becoming a corporate citizen. I want you to join me in becoming an owner. Owning something, like all of these people in these houses. I guarantee you there's a lot of owners down there. A lot of investors of significance. A lot of business owners. A lot of people living
what
a
was
good
the
life
hardest thing
big,
with you getting your business started?
With the pool.
I can tell. This didn't happen.
Minutes away
went out
from
of business
downtown Atlanta,
like 5
but
times.
it's like they living in the suburbs because they have space and acreage. Their kids can walk around the neighborhood and don't have to worry about the snatcher man or being molested or raped or
if you
plucked
need
from the streets. Because these neighborhoods are safe. You want to know why they're safe? Because everybody in the neighborhood making money. There's no need to commit crime. There's no need to rob anybody because everybody eating good. I want you to join me in becoming a corporate citizen. I want you to join me in coming and getting this together, in building, in creating something, in becoming an investor of significance, becoming a business owner, becoming someone in your family that's respectable because you have money, you have privilege. All right? So we are about to start this live stream. I thought I would do this a little different, put this up to influence you, to motivate you, to show you how I'm living. Because see, next time somebody go ahead and drop some on YouTube, ask them these questions in the comments. Does this work for you? Are you living well? Are you making cash? Because like I said, everyone's like investments, getting rentals. The average real estate investor on YouTube don't have no money. The average real estate investor doesn't have any money. They don't have no cash. They're playing the long game, which could be good, but once again, you want to be a millionaire in 40, 50 years? Or do you want to be a millionaire in 10 years? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? All right, so let us begin with this this live stream.
What is going on, people? This is an episode of The Cranky Hustler. I am getting tired, sick and tired of the disrespect. And before we get into all that, I did not raise the price of the Art of Holding, so you can still get in. The price is going to go up the end of April because I'm going to give people to get a chance to get in and get this Fast Start Business Bootcamp, which we will be doing training tomorrow at 3 p.m. We'll be doing training Sunday at 3 p.m., Monday through next Friday, and then next weekend. I just wanted to start it off really strong. So all those links are below. All right, so let's talk about the disrespect. I have numerous people leaving in the comments, Glendon, you need to get onto this cryptocurrency thing because I'm on this cryptocurrency thing. And you need to get on this crypto thing. And one of the things this is the disrespect. Oh yeah, the camera on the drone is the best. What's going on? The disrespect is, like I said, it's getting out of hand. I actually show you, I have video. Me going to the bank, going to my personal checking account, and seeing the balance of $150,000 that was put into my personal checking account this year. Who on YouTube is doing that? I am not just saying I'm doing well. I am actually showing you. And I'm going to take that $150,000 and I'm going to invest it in a used car lot. I've been doing some research. A lot of the people who are in the used car lot business didn't start with $150,000. They didn't even start with $10,000. A lot of people started with 1 to 2 cars and worked their way up to a full lot. I'm going to be going into I'm going to have a building. I'm going to have staff. I'm going to have a marketing campaign and all this other stuff. And I'm going to show you how to start a business from scratch. And once again, thank you. The disrespect of these people, because I'm going to break down some stuff. So I recommend that. So one of the things that I want to discuss is people who cannot afford to pay cash for a Honda. Pay cash for a Honda. Or talking to someone who dropped $200K on 2 cars last year. As if you could illustrate, you can inform me, or you can actually teach me something. So part of that is insulting, because I am showing receipts. I'm showing proof of concept. I'm showing progress. I am showing receipts to a group of people who feel, because they have no proof, because this is another thing. Whenever I ask these people to provide receipts, I never get anything. I never get any receipts. It's all just talk. It's just chat. It's just chatter. It's just chat. It's just YouTube rah-rah. There's no proof. There's no proof of concept. There's no proof of success. There's nothing except hot air. And going forward, I am going to start just deleting these comments, because let me go ahead and give you the breakdown on cryptocurrency. In the westernized world, which includes the United States, Canada, Australia, Europe, Japan, China, that represents 3.2 billion people, okay, in the Western world. We're not even talking about the total population. We're not even talking about the total population. We're just talking about the Western world. And, we're not talking about, the majority of Africa is left out. The majority of India is left out. There is some people in Africa and India buying cryptocurrency. But guess how many people out of that 3 billion people are buying cryptocurrency and using it? 100 million. 2%. 2%. If you don't believe me, Google how many people are using cryptocurrency. Google the whole notion of people utilizing cryptocurrency. And also, when you start digging, because someone left a comment, Bitcoin made like 20,000 millionaires. If you do the research and you dive into the numbers, if you have 0.28% Bitcoin, not a full Bitcoin, almost a little bit more than a fourth of a Bitcoin, you have more Bitcoin than 90% of the Bitcoin holders. So essentially, the people who are making money with Bitcoin are the folks who got in early. And I'm about to give you some, you could do the research yourself. There's a lot of talk of Bitcoin replacing gold as a store of value. And currently Bitcoin has 1 trillion market cap and gold has 11 trillion. Now, if that was to happen, and I don't think it's going to happen, I'm going to give you some reasons why I don't think it's going to happen. Guess how much money you would need to invest in Bitcoin right now to take advantage of that ride if it was to happen. You need $350,000 today invested in Bitcoin to take advantage of that potential ride if it was to happen. So what we've been talking about, we have talked about the average 60-year-old with an investment portfolio who's been investing in the stock market for decades has $200K. Not cash. You would need $350,000 liquid to invest in Bitcoin at this moment right now to take advantage of that potential ride. So what do we know? We know that most of the people, most of the folks don't have no money. And we know from my research and analysis that the number of people that have $350,000 cash in the bank account is like less than 1% of the population. There are people with 350. There are people with millions in the bank. And this, once again, the people who are going to get rich off crypto, like I will say that for the folks who got in crypto early, and I'm talking about 2009, 2010, or 2011, and they bought a lot of Bitcoin and they held on, those folks, they got lucky. It wasn't like they were smart or brilliant. They got lucky. They got lucky. It was akin to winning the lottery. They got lucky. That was once again. And so let me tell you what I feel is going to happen to Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I feel that there's going to be a government ban on it at some point in the future. And that's going to slow the roll. I don't think it's going to disappear. I think it's just going to go underground because we have, weed, cocaine. We have a lot of illicit businesses, and they'll just go underground. But that's going to kill this notion because it's supposed to hit 90,000 this month. And as long as it's been out there, there's people who've been making these wild, crazy claims of what Bitcoin was going to do. So that's what I feel that Bitcoin is going to do, because essentially what I'm telling you is based upon the math that unless you got in early, you're not going to get rich off of Bitcoin. You're not going to get rich off of Bitcoin. Pretty much, Kevin. Pretty much. Yeah, they can't afford to pay cash for a Honda Accord, but they trying to tell me how to make money. They're telling me, don't miss out. Don't get left behind. Fool, I'm way ahead of you. How am I going to get left behind when I'm already ahead of you? He hung up on you, Be Real. That's crazy. That is crazy. Cash Flow Squad, once again, you understand. You understand. But most of these millennials, and it's not older folks, it's millennials, it's millennial men who feel that Bitcoin is hot and is sexy. Also, like I said, if you didn't get into the cryptocurrency early, you missed the boat, player. And it's like a lottery type situation. They're hoarding it. They're not even using it. That's why I find it funny, because they call it cryptocurrency when the currency part isn't even part of it. DJ Slink, yes, that's part of the training. See, this is one of the things, Easy Money. With Bitcoin and all of the cryptocurrencies, they're based upon nothing. This is another problem I have with cryptocurrency. I want you to think about it. Something that someone in 2009 just created with no backing, there's no regulatory, there's nothing. And right now, I feel it's kind of like it's the marketing hype. I have a feeling that it's going to have a nasty end, but that's just me. But also, I don't need Bitcoin to get rich when I'm already rich. See, this is what I'm talking about, the disrespect. I'm sitting here showing you proof of concept, showing you what needs to be done to get wealth. And I got people who are hoping to strike it rich with phantom coin. I got people making videos talking about my thesis who don't even have as much money as me. It would be one thing if this person had made 10 million from cryptocurrency and actually showed proof that they made the 10 million and talked about how they did it and educated people like that. That ain't the case. These folks have no money. They have no money. No money. They have no money. They have no money, man. They have no cash. They have no cash flow. They have nothing. I ain't mad at them either. They got lucky. I mean, truth be told, I wish I had bought more Bitcoin when I bought Bitcoin. If I knew what I know now, I would have bought like 10,000 coins. If I knew what I knew now, So once again, because essentially, here's the thesis. Once again, if you're in income danger zone number one, $50,000 and less, you don't have enough money to become an investor of significance. Now, I'm going to give you the thesis. Like, you would be better off versus investing in stock or Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency of starting a small business that makes $375 per week, which is $1,500 per month, which is $18,000 per year, and keeping your job. That is a better option for you than investing in the stock market or Bitcoin, because one of the things I am seeing is a lot of people who are investing or trying to invest don't have enough money to invest. They don't have enough money to invest, because this is my thing of an investor of significance. If you ain't investing a minimum $1,000 a month, minimum $1,000 a month, and at $50,000 a year, $1,000 a month represents 25% of your gross income, not after tax income. It represents almost 33% of your after tax income. There is no way the average person can do that unless they're like living with mom and dad, which some people in the FIRE movement have done, or living in a van, or living super cheap. And, you know, my hypothesis is, why live like that when you can start a business and get usable cash? This is another issue I have with Bitcoin and most stocks. Unless you sell a stock and realize your gains, you're just holding on to speculation. Bitcoin does not put income into your pocket. And I know some people's like, well, you can go over here to this cryptocurrency. They hold your cryptocurrency. They're going to pay you 8 or 10% interest. Okay, let's say that's true. So you got $20,000 worth of Bitcoin. And let's see, $20,000. Let's go ahead and say you got let's say you got $50,000 worth of Bitcoin. Let's say 50,000. Plus 8%. So that's $4,000 a year. Going back to my thesis, small business, 18,000. So even if you had $50,000 worth of Bitcoin, which most people don't have. Most people don't even have one Bitcoin. Most people have a fraction of Bitcoin, and there is a small group of people that have multiple coins. I was on Reddit. If you have 7 coins, you have more coins than 99% of the Bitcoin users. 99%. So even if you had $50,000 worth of Bitcoin and you put it into this system that gave you 8% interest, that's $4,000 a year. Going back to my thesis, that is $14,000 a year less than doing what I say do. Even if you had $50,000 worth of Bitcoin, and most people don't have $50,000 worth of Bitcoin. They don't have it. David Nino Brown, I like to see your bank account. My portfolio is currently $500K from a $70,000 investment. Let's talk about that, David Nino Brown. And I want some receipts. Let me give you my email address, because all of you folks be talking about here, glendon@savagefinance.org. So let's go ahead and talk about David Nino Brown. My portfolio value is currently $500K from 70,000 investment. So let's talk about, when did you get into cryptocurrency? And let's talk, more importantly, you had $70,000 to invest. Which is my thesis, is the people with money are the ones who are going to make money with crypto. The average person doesn't have $70,000 to invest in anything, let alone cryptocurrency. So David Nino Brown, I would look forward to you seeing your receipts. I want to know when you get into crypto, because like, once again, if you got into crypto early, and this is another thing. I saw this on a crypto channel. Like, if you had bought crypto in 2000, you can't, it's 2021. You can't go back in time and buy crypto. If you didn't buy it then, you can't buy it now. So I'm looking forward to those receipts, and I want to know, when did you get into crypto? Because if you got in early, and I've already covered that, the people who got in early got lucky. And if you do your research and work at it daily, you can make millions. Really, David? Where are your millions? You say it's currently at 500K from a $70,000 investment. How long did it take you to do that? And where are your millions if you can make millions? I really want to see you make millions. I really do. Noble Motory business, you can get you some cash flow. It's a good thing. Pretty much. Financial Hawks, thanks for the $10 super chat. Yes, these Bitcoin fanatics. Because see, once you start to dive into the truth and have a fun understanding that, yes, there are some Bitcoin billionaires. Actually, I'm about to show you one of them. Let me go through this real quick. And more countries are banning the FBI. Started reading people only living, man. Like I said, and if the government regulation comes in like I think it will, it's going to kill all of this cryptocurrency talk. It's going to kill it, man. It's going to kill it. I'm just doing where I live. That's all I know, man. Pretty much, because gold has real value. Gold has industrial use. People use it. People wear it. Gold has a proven track record. Cryptocurrency doesn't. Funny thing about it, the average person pumping Bitcoin can't even afford to buy a whole coin. True. David Nino Brown, I'm not going to research it. I want you to send that to me in the email that you're supposed to send me with the receipts. And I'm going to hold you to that, because if you don't send me any receipts, I'm going to talk shit about you. And VeChain, Toolchain, once again, these are made up currencies, phantom currencies that have no value, and more than likely they're going to get banned. And where are you going to be? Where are you going to be if it gets banned? Tell me what's your exit plan if you get banned. Y'all ain't even thinking like that. Pretty much, man. Crypto ain't even on my radar. Muhammad, my dude, it's easier to hate than actually work for your money. 100%, 100%. 100%. Crypto rich one time, business owners rich. Because see, Auntie, this is the thing. I have shown you, I have provided receipts where I dropped 200K on some cars, and then I have showed you my personal account, 150,000 in 3 months, and they ain't all the money. I'm not going to get into showing my corporate accounts because, man, I get all kinds of people talking about, would you invest in a business? That's annoying as hell, so I'm not showing that. Bitcoin is hot and sexy, pretty much. Pretty much. Once again, I mean, we will see, man. That 150,000 is about to fuel the opening of this buy here car lot. So I'm going to make even more money than that. So I'm going to show you something. Staking? What is staking? And $250,000, $2,500 a month off. What is a small investment? You cannot convince me that someone's going to invest $10,000 and make $2,500 per month. You will have to prove that to me, because when you say small investment, and once again, let's start speaking numbers, not like a small investment. A small investment could be $1,000. Give me real numbers. If you only have a fraction of Bitcoin, you are the Bitcoin, pretty much. Man, that's funny, Johnson. That is funny. Young, unconnected, and unskilled people can get momentum and cash regardless through altcoin flipping. If you win with altcoins, you make money. If you lose all your money. I've seen a lot of altcoins crash and burn. So that's very, very risky. That's very risky. You make it sound like it's something you can do safely with no risk, no harm. And I actually saw on the YouTube channel where someone said you can't lose with Bitcoin. I personally know people who lost money in 2017 with Bitcoin. Personally know people who lost a lot of money. Yeah, because essentially anyone can come on here on YouTube and say anything. And I'm going to really be rigorous with my review of the receipts, because if you just send me like a balance statement, I want to see bank account records. I want to see bank statements. I show you bank statements. I want to see bank statements, because essentially, if you have Bitcoin and you're like, I have a portfolio of X, that's what's called unrealized gains, which means you've not made any actual money. You have the potential to make money, but if it's still locked up, that is what I call non-usable cash. You can't use it to invest. You can't spend it without selling it, and then you lose the asset. So I really want to see some bank receipts. I want to see bank receipts like I'm showing you. I've shown you 3 videos from January up to now showing me making $50,000 a month from my business. Proof of what I say. So I want to see proof. I want to see some bank statements. I don't want to see any Bitcoin stuff. I want to see bank statements where your bank balance is going up. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see any of this unrealized marketplace speculation percentage. I don't want to see that bullshit. I don't want to see that bullshit. Just smells so good. Hey, cash flow business, man. Cash flow business. Today, the average person doesn't have 5K, which is 100% true. Which is 100% true. Oh, it's just a matter of time. And where all these Bitcoin fools going to be, they're going to have to go underground. It ain't going to disappear. It's just going to go underground. Like we have weed, we have cocaine, we have smack. We have a multitude of underground businesses, and the Bitcoin, what will happen is it will destroy Coinbase if they ban cryptocurrency, because it's a US based company. It would destroy them, and they're about to do an IPO. David Nino Brown, are you sending me bank statements showing that your bank balance has gone up? That's proof to me, not this, hey, I got some cryptocurrency in my portfolio. Like, that's money you can't use. That's money you can't use. Like, okay, here's my thesis. What is the point in getting rich when you can't enjoy the money? That's a crazy concept, because I see this in the fire community where these people are putting massive amount of money into the stock market, and they're living like monks. They're driving an old ass car. They're living in substandard housing, or they're living in the van, or they're living and essentially to enjoy money later. Hey, stack that cash. Sound like the Forex guys. The majority of people are not using crypto. That is a flat out lie. Only 2% of the population is using crypto. 2%. That ain't the majority. Pretty much. Forex trading is extremely risky, and 99% of the people who try to do Forex lose. Oh, I will check the email. I will check it after this live stream. Man, a lot of people don't want to do the work. Well, David Nino Brown, once again, back to my thesis. Where did you get the 70,000 from? Where did you get the 70,000 from? I really feel that Bitcoin and all these cryptocurrencies are going to have some bad stuff that's going to happen. Right, for real estate, like I said, I mean, I think a lot of these Bitcoin folks are in for a hard fall. All right, cash is king. Noah Page, altcoin flipping is very risky, not to mention fees and capital gains taxes and increasing will affect any withdrawals. Now, see, those are the details that the cryptocurrency fanatics leave out of the equation. If it's something that's going to make you a healthy return, it's going to have high risk. That's how the game is played. I don't have to become educated on something that, like staking. All right. I don't know what that is. I don't know what staking is, but I do know how to create value and make money, which is something that most of the people in the cryptocurrency community don't know how to do, which is why they're riding that cryptocurrency dick hard. They're riding it hard. That's true. Hey, this is one of the things we're going to see. Sit on that cash, man. Sit on that cash. I got the Bitcoin for the low. That's funny. All right. And also, yes, because we're going to get into corporate chess and starting multiple businesses. Also, let's talk about electric cars. How much your bank account makes sitting in the bank? Well, first of all, 24/9 fresh. I have a financial asset that makes me money every month. So I don't need for my money to work like a Hebrew slave like you do, because I got something that gives me cash money every month, more money than I even take out the company. So how much do your investments make you compared to what my business makes me? That's the question. Because, see, I can go ahead and buy a Porsche and a BMW. You know something recently I did? I just spent $6,000 on making my Porsche faster. And I'm probably going to get some rims that's going to cost $8,000. And I can spend that kind of bread because I'm going to get it back because I have a business. The thesis is Bitcoin, you have to keep putting money in, hold it, and you can't use that cash. So from my standpoint, it's highly inefficient, and it is a poor comparison to having a cash flow business. Once again. Yeah, because essentially, if you follow my thesis, if you're in the danger zone, number one, $50,000 a year and less, which is like 75% of the people in this country are in the danger zone, number one. That 18K within 3 years will change your life. Whereas investing in Bitcoin and hoping for it to go to the moon and the skyrocket, that's a dicey game. That's a very dicey game. Now let's talk about electric cars. This was the thing like electric cars. I want people in the comments, guess what percentage of the cars currently on the road today in 2021 are electric. Take a wild guess. Let me go through these comments real quick. Um, 2949 fresh. I'm speaking facts. You know, it's amazing. I'm speaking foolishness when I bring up that my business is making me more money than your investments. That is a weak mindset. See, once again, you make more money. Because I'm about to go ahead and say something. Did Elon Musk get rich from crypto, or did he get rich from Tesla? Elon Musk is worth $185 billion. He would have never made that with crypto. Jeff Bezos is worth $185 million. He never would have made that with crypto. Zuckerberg's worth billions. All the billionaires would have never got there if it was just for crypto. Staking is like a savings account. Okay. Pretty much. G-Rod, like I said, once again, I pretty much understood that they didn't give you like that 2,500. That's why I asked what was the original investment, because I guarantee you it wasn't 10 or 20,000. I guarantee you if you were making 2,500 per month, I guarantee you it was going to be $100,000 or $150,000, which most people don't have. Staking is basically loaning your crypto into an institution and they pay you interest on your account. You can borrow against it without selling it. Once again, Rod for real estate, I have a feeling you're going to need a lot of crypto to get a lot of returns. I'm serious. Elder Thomas, that was one of the things. Kirk Johnson, electric cars. 3%, nope. 1%, you nailed it. Not 5%. 1%, you nailed it. Less than 1%, you nailed it. 5% or less, no, it's 1%. Way less than 20%. Someone get rid of 24/9 fresh, because he's a pain in the ass. I'm out here giving this guy real facts and he refused to accept it because he's mentally weak. The cars on the road, the electric cars on the road is currently at 1%. And for this massive adaptation of electric cars, we're looking at 30 years to get to that level that people think is going to happen like next year. Nope, it's 1%. Uh, 2949 fresh. You are a stupid motherfucker. I can see that right now. And you don't make no money. PayPal flipped into Tesla and SpaceX, not crypto? Really? Actually, Tesla made a profit this year. I don't know what you're talking about, David Nino Brown. Tesla made its first profit this year. I don't know what you're talking about. And they were sitting on $15 billion in cash. Not company that is suffering. Oh, it's religious, man. Easy money. I find it hard to believe that you're going to make 2,500 a month from a few thousand. I find that very hard to believe because mathematically, that means that the few thousand had to be earning. Because if they're going to give you 2,500, they had to make 2,500. So that means a few thousand was earning $5,000 a month, bro. I ain't believing that. I ain't believing that. Easy money. Actually, show me once again, and let's get digital, where you actually staked some money and your bank account went up. That's the only proof I'm taking because all this other stuff can be manufactured as lies. Pretty much, cult members. Put money in something, not doing any work is to appeal. That's all I see, pretty much. The electric car business is going to grow, but we're looking at 30 years, man. We're looking at 30 years. The logic spirit. Don't come in here. I made a fortune. Tell me exactly how much money you invested and what kind of money you made. Because anyone can say, I made a fortune. All right. Like what? What is a fortune? What exactly? And this is one of the things I hate about you, Bitcoin. And y'all never speak in real numbers. It's always, I made a fortune. I'm up 500%. Speak in real numbers. Speak in real numbers. If you're going to speak, or just shut up. I'm sick of this. Oh, I made a fortune. How much money? How much money did you invest? And what did that yield you? Let's get to real numbers. Because I trigger these people. I'm not putting any of my money in crypto. I'm not doing it. I know, man. I know. Elon lost more from his crypto in one day than this year's profit from Tesla. Wow. That's funny. I think electric cars are coming. I think they're going to grow. They're going to be all over the place. But we're looking at like a 20 to 30 year timeline before that happens. It's not going to happen next year. It's not going to happen in the next 5 years. Well, it's going to be a slow phase out. It's not going to be, let's say we had 30% electric cars on the road. That means that 70% would be running on gas. And we're looking at 20 to 30 years just to get to that. So, Fortune 2435. I know, man. It's all good until you cannot access your coin to exchange for cash. U.S. terms are causing more havoc with exchanges than access. Once again, Gene, these are the little nasty details that the crypto people don't talk about. Like, I am good on this. Like, I really feel that there's going to be a ban on crypto. And it's just a matter of time. And where all these crypto people going to be? $5K is the fortune. And notice he has not replied. Crypto people be talking like Quixar folks. That's funny. I've heard that Bitcoin will be worth a lot less in the near future and other crypto will be used instead. Like I said, I guarantee you, something's going to happen with Bitcoin because it is just a made up currency. Logic Spirit, I want to see money in your bank account. I want to see, send me some receipts on that because you invested 10K and made 600K. I want to see some receipts on that. Trust me. Don't like I show receipts. So essentially what I'm going to do is start challenging people who are making these claims to show receipts. Because and also, when did you get into the cryptocurrency? Because I've already covered that in the early part of this. People who got in early got lucky. People who got in early. Are you doing that now? I want to know. No, they never put on the real name. It's going to be about 20 to 30 years for electric. So we will see. We will see. Because essentially, like, I have these folks who provide no receipts come at me and challenge my thesis because it was like, you need to get on electric cars, don't buy. First of all, I want you guys to remember way back when you actually had to wait on someone to call you. I want you to think, because I'm old enough to remember when we didn't, like right now, you guys are so fortunate to have this kind of information dropped on you online. Because when I was coming up, this didn't exist. And one of the things, let's see. The logic spirit of receipts on my channel. I will have to check that out. But I would like, once again, when we talk about receipts, we're talking about spendable cash. We're not talking about putting money in stocks or Bitcoin. We're talking about money that moves out of your investment into your bank account that you pay taxes on and that you can use. Like I can. I can use the money from the investment of my business. This is why I can let $200K go for 2 cars. This is why I can spend $6,000 to tune up my car, because I have cash coming in. And once I start this car business with $150,000, that's going to be my starting capital. I'm probably going to turn that to $300,000 to $400,000. So I guarantee you that my gains from a business are going to far exceed your crypto gains. I'm going to prove it to you. Well, essentially, we got a while for crypto, because like I said, I just feel there's going to be some government intervention with this. And one of the things that I'm seeing is the people who are in crypto need more people to buy into crypto. Because if more people don't buy into crypto, then crypto doesn't appreciate. So this is one of the reasons that they're like, get into crypto. You need the crypto. Like, if you've noticed on a lot of my videos, there are these bot comments. A lot of people are going to kick themselves for not buying Bitcoin. They're annoying as hell. Biden is proposing to tax unrealized gains. Interesting. That's going to be interesting. Jared, thanks for the $5 super chat. Yeah, it could be interesting. It's called valuation. These Bitcoin investors are high from speculations. And here's the thing, man. There are not that many people who actually have a respectable amount of Bitcoin. It's literally a handful of people based upon the population. Literally. Pretty much, Jeremiah Hampton, pretty much. Pretty much, because essentially, I am sick and tired of the disrespect from people who've not accomplished anything. Like me, I have 1, 2, 3 training platforms. Actually I have 5. Yeah, I have 5, and actually 2 I'm not really using anymore. And I have a track. You can Google me. You can see what I've been doing. And all these folks like, I'm making all this money from a 1-bedroom apartment. I'm not in cash yet, but the beginning of the year I started with 5,600. Now my account has 48. Unrealized gains, man. Unrealized gains. Because here's something that happened to a lot of people in 2017. They left their money in crypto and it crashed and they lost all their money. So we will see. Like I like the whole thing with electric cars, because this was one thing. Like you got to get on. You shouldn't be buying a gas car, because I've heard this several times from the people. The crypto people seem to be wedded to the electric car narrative as well, and this is the future, and it's going to happen. I don't know about drones delivering, because they've really cracked down on drones. Solo Jones, I agree. I remember it was a luxury to have a cordless house phone. Yep. Something's going to happen. Roger Marine, this is why I'm asking for receipts, man. Like I said, the majority of people who made big money on crypto got lucky. People win the lottery. People get drafted for the NFL. It's just a small group of people. And the people who have rather large incomes who are investing in cryptocurrency, these are the people who are going to make the money, because they already have money. What is going on? Yep. Corporate citizen is going to be 1,800 until May, because I'm going to give people to get in, chance to get in on the Fast Start Boot Camp. Really? It's funny. I know, man. It's kind of funny. So essentially, what's going to happen is I'm just going to delete these. U.S. dollar is backed by the U.S. military. That's something. Cryptocurrency is backed by absolutely nothing. Follett, we will see. We will see. Because countries all over the planet are banning crypto. So we will see. Pretty much. Thank you, Rod, for real estate. You can become a public speaker. There's a lot of things. Like I said, Coinbase is going about to go IPO, but once again, for all you folks, you know they once made it illegal for American citizens to own gold. There was a ban on gold. That actually happened. Look it up. So for all you folks who are like, well, we can't ban crypto, they banned gold. There was a ban on gold. You could not own gold. So look that up. About 2% of the anonymous ownership accounts that can be tracked on the cryptocurrency control not. I keep saying this. The average person doesn't have significant crypto, whether it's altcoin or whatever. And once again, which if Bitcoin was to replace gold as a store of value and get to 11 trillion today you would need 350,000 invested today to take advantage of that. And most people are only going to be able to buy a fraction of a coin, and they're only going to get a fraction of the appreciation. We will see. All right. So essentially what I'm getting ready to do is, all these cryptocurrency comments and stuff, I'm just going to delete them and block the person and keep moving, because the thesis that if you are at $50,000 a year or less, you don't have enough money to be an investor of significance, which is a minimum of $1,000. If you really wanted to be an investor, you would be investing $2,000 to $3,000 per month. The people who achieve FIRE really quick, every last one of them figured out a way to dramatically increase their income. That's the ticket. It's all based on income. It's all based upon income. April 4th is the tentative Coinbase IPO. Coinbase, and there was another one. Airbnb and Coinbase are looking to be the biggest IPOs. But once again, if they ban crypto, because like I said, you never know what's going to happen. Yes, you get the boot camp and the art of holding for 1,800. Yep. All right, so that's all I got for you folks. I will see you later tomorrow at 3 p.m. We have another training, Sunday, 3 p.m. And all next week we have trainings. The link's below. So with that, I'll catch you guys later.